You're a believer, a dreamer, making it higher, driven by fire.
Hi, this is Zoe from Bedford, Bedford. And as you know, I'm talking to local people about the town of Bedford. I've worked here now for almost 20 years, and I think it's an absolute awesome place to live and work in. Today, I'm really pleased to introduce Gareth Alred, who's the Chief Operating Officer of Bedford Blues. Now, I know that we're all big rugby fans in Bedford, and we'll all be wondering what's happening and how things are going. So I'm going to talk to him today. Hi, I'm here today with Gareth Alred, who's the Chief Operating Officer of Bedford Blues, and he's here to talk about Bedford and how awesome the people of this town are. Good morning, Gareth.
Good morning, Zoe.
Before we get started today, could you just tell us a little bit about yourself and how you've got involved with the Blues?
Yes, so I've been here for nearly 6 years now, from South Wales originally. I've worked in other professional sports clubs before, predominantly in rugby, so Doncaster Knights and Jersey Reds, after an internship at New Point Dragons. So yeah, sports, rugby, administration is kind of in my DNA.
All right, thank you. And obviously within this lockdown, how are you and your family coping with the situation at the moment?
Yeah, I mean, it's just me and my girlfriend Zoe, obviously a popular name in Bedford. It's, yeah, fine, to be honest. I've been kept very busy with work, so there's lots of challenges we're facing currently at the Blues. But yeah, I mean, I think everybody's feeling it. There are some challenges, but we need to put others first at this time. And yeah, safety and well-being is paramount.
And obviously with the season being scrapped at the moment, I'm assuming that the players are being furloughed. Where are they at the moment? Are they scattered to the four corners of the country, or are they sort of in Bedford? And how are they keeping their morale up? Because obviously it must be very frustrating for them. Yeah,
definitely. I mean, a bit of a mix. So some people are still in Bedford. Quite a few players are still here, especially anybody with family or girlfriends based down here. But some have disappeared, I guess, to family in greater across the UK. But look, it's very difficult, really challenging time for them. There's some guys that are on obviously fixed-term contracts that are worrying about their next step in life and things like that. We're keeping in touch with them and communicating as best we can. Luckily, they're all keeping up their fitness from what I can see on social media. A lot of challenges that look very worrying to me, but they're obviously keeping in good spirits best they can.
Great stuff. So obviously you've been in Bedford for 6 years, so I would say you've only got another 20 to go before you'll be a local. What do you actually love about being in Bedford as a town, and you know, and the people of Bedford? What makes it a great place, do you think?
I think for me, it's about identity and that kind of community strength. Since coming in and since moving to Bedford, and actually even before, I'd obviously come to Bedford many times to face Bedford Blues, and the kind of support for the town, that kind of pride, passion within its own place is pretty unique. There's a lot of similarities to Wales, actually. So where I'm from in South Wales, I think that kind of community spirit is really strong. And also, it's just a lovely place. There's so many great places to visit, you know, from the parks to local independent businesses, you know, coffee shops, restaurants, pubs, you know, and with our links to other locations, London, Oxford, Cambridge, Milton Keynes, you know, we're pretty well placed in Bedford. I think we're very lucky. In terms of the people, I mean, we mentioned family. It's almost like an extended family. You know, we have this hashtag Blues family, but it really does mean something. There's a lot of diversity in the town, and yet there are no barriers. And I think sport plays a large part in that. It breaks those barriers down. The wide spectrum of demographics that just come together. But basically, I think Bedford and its people are extremely welcoming.
So in terms of Bedford as a town of rugby fans, where are they absolutely mad crazy about their rugby?
Yeah, we're very lucky. Like I said, probably similar to Wales. It feels like people are bred on it. I think a lot of it in Bedford comes from the history and heritage of the club. You know, it's been at the heart of the town at Golden Road since 1886. There've been some ups and downs in that time. And it'd be fair to say we're probably experiencing one right now, and there's been some challenges since professionalism. But we found a real sustainable model, you know, and that's built on the foundation that is Bedford supporters. And we're really lucky. there's lots of challenges, I said, but that ownership and that belonging to the club that the supporters feel is what brings us through.
Great stuff. So obviously being at home, and I mean, what I found by just doing these interviews is that there's so many great things happening out there in the town of Bedford. Is there anything that you've sort of come across on social media or in the news that has really moved you, and in terms of Bedford and how we are as a town? Have you come across? Is there anybody there you'd want to give a shout out to that you think was absolutely awesome?
Yeah, curveball there.
Sorry.
I think there's lots of people there, and there's lots of incredible people in Bedford doing amazing things. Don't want to blow our own trumpet, but we're just about to launch the Blues Foundation, which is a community charity, and we're looking to partner with a few different people, including our caterers portfolio, to provide meals to vulnerable children across Bedford. We're going to be releasing a fundraising campaign in the coming weeks, which is exciting, and there's lots of people who are facing, like we said, challenges that are far beyond our own. But I think, widely, people of Bedford come together in these situations. I've seen the new High Sheriff of Bedfordshire, Sue Lusada. I think I've seen some great projects that she's already supporting and working on, and I think that's what's great about these periods. It really brings people together and focuses on what's good. I think, there's been even two of our own players have released an NHS crossbar challenge, when you are allowed to get out and get free, doing a fundraising campaign, Sam Lehman and Will Hooley, to raise money for the NHS. There's just so many examples. It'd be hard to nail them all down, but I've seen some great work from our players themselves.
Yeah, that's really nice to hear. In terms of what you just told us about the projects that you're involved in, is there anything that we can do to help you, or is there any way of contacting you about this?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, once it's launched, it'll be all over our social media channels, both Blues Foundation, but also Bedford Blues. We'll be sharing it and pushing it ourselves. By all means, contact the club through the website. It has all of the kind of contacts to be able to drop us an email or pick up the phone. We want to hear from people at this time, and then we will be launching kind of either some form of fundraising platform to be able to donate. We're looking at a challenge not dissimilar to the kind of Run 5, Donate 5, Nominate 5. We've got a bit of a similar plan to that. Interestingly, they were supporting NHS heroes, and their first target was £5,000 with that. They've increased it to 5 million, and they're currently at 4.8 million. So, incredible to see just the great work of this country and in terms of coming together.
Thank you. So, when this is all over, what's the first thing that you're going to do? Or is there somewhere that you're sort of desperate to get back to? Is there somewhere you've had an amazing curry and you just can't wait? Or, I mean, as soon as the doors fling open, what are you going to do?
Ideally, have a rugby game. I think that is, critical, not just from business, but I'm lucky to work in something I'm passionate about. I think that would be, what we're all hoping, but it's not going to be something that comes straight back to us. I think there's going to be lots of measures around safe distancing and everything else, and we're looking at that and risk assessing as we speak. But just looking forward to seeing friends again, catching up with people, and for me, a big passion as well outside of rugby is cricket. So if I could fit in a game or a beer with the lads, then that would be nice. Maybe
you need to have a virtual beer. That's what a lot of people are doing these days.
We're having many virtual beers, but it's not quite the same. Not quite the same.
No. So what can the Blues fans expect from Bedford Blues next season then?
Now that is a tricky question. We've dealt a couple of hammer blows in recent times with the championship funding cuts, but look, I think first and foremost is we're going to come through this. We've got a fantastic board behind us, and we've laid out a really strong plan to get through this, and the supporters have been a big part of that. I will just quickly mention we've run a bit of a communication strategy over the liabilities that we're left with. I mean, to put it in context, we're kind of left with £100,000 to £150,000 worth of liabilities from not completing these rugby fixtures, and we've asked supporters to either donate, credit, or refund if required, because obviously there's many challenges for other people out there, and the overwhelming vast majority of support have been to donate, and that just shows how great this club and this town is behind its rugby club. So I think the first part is we're going to get through this. The second part is, what can you expect? Fantastic, enjoyable, expansive rugby. Mike Rea, our director of rugby, only knows to play one way, and that is to entertain the Bedford public. So we're looking forward to it. The Championship's going to be an interesting season next year, and we think we're going to be well placed to have a good crack and hopefully put on a similar spectacle. I think part of the match day for all supporters at Bedford is not just the fun and games off the field, but is that winning mentality and enjoying their rugby. And we're pretty excited. We've got a lot of boys on 2-year contracts that have performed really well in the last season. So yeah, excited.
Well, thank you so much for that, and I wish you and your family well. And I just want to say to any of the Blues fans that are out there, if there's anything you want to say or you want to comment on what your thoughts on the team are, if you could just do that in the comments below. And if there's anybody else out there that you think we should be talking to at the moment, just to get us through this and to bring a smile to the people of Bedford, please also get in touch. Thank you again, Gareth. I really appreciate you taking the time today.
Thanks, Zoe.